This is Radio Free Cobalt, coming to you from the heart of the Boreal Forest, near Big Lake, Temiskaming.
Last summer, there was a brown snowshoe hare living in my yard. I saw her almost every day, saw her secret pathways through the scrappy woods that border my yard, saw her nibbling clover, hopping around the lilac. Charming, but odd. Of course, I'd seen a few snowshoe hares over the years, along the roadside, darting into the ditches in the evening. This was different. She seemed so at home, so comfortable, like she'd always lived here. I half thought I'd come down one morning and she'd be having breakfast in my kitchen. But now, with winter and all the snow, all I see are her tracks, every morning crisscrossing my trail from the day before. It really is, now you see her, now you don't. Some of that old rabbit magic. It makes me wonder about what I see and what I don't see, though. Has the hare been in my yard all along, all these years, and I just couldn't see her? Could this be a variation on the condition botanists call tree blindness? For us, zipping along the highway, we recognize generic nature. We see green, or those showy autumn colors, love those blazes of our maple leaf. And in winter, we can see Christmas trees. All the seasons, perfect backdrops for our Pinterested imaginations. Not only can we not tell the forest from the trees, we can't tell the trees from one another. We don't know black spruce from cedar, dogwood from willow. We can't say good morning to trembling aspen because we don't recognize her. And even our iconic birch, we think we know her. Maybe we've even heard the special lore surrounding the birch. Her power is a spring tonic, the ability to ward off evil spirits, drive out the old, make things new again. We could use some of that. We recognize birch easily enough when it's morphed into birch bark candles, birch bark ornaments, songs from the land of the silver birch. But despite how we try to connect with the mighty birch through this onslaught of Canadiana, we still haven't noticed her slipping northward under the cover of darkness, trying to exit stage left, away from the clammy grasp of climate change, getting out while the getting is good. You see, trees need to stay true to their habitats in which they can get established, grow, and reproduce, have daughters of their own. Plants are smart. They're already doing everything they can. Some plants are flowering over 2 weeks earlier, just trying to keep up. But climate change is a hustler. A 2-degree increase over the next 100 years could push climate zones northward a few kilometers a year. So that means the birch will really have to skedaddle just to keep up. Even racehorses like the jack pine can only move maybe a half a kilometer per year. Birch probably can't send her seeds out further than a couple 100 meters. It's not looking good for the lady of the forest. Might have to rewrite some of those campfire songs. So I'm trying to get to know my neighbors while I still have a chance. For a while now, I've been trying to work on my own blindness. I say good morning to the aspen, nod to the willows, ask the raven perched way up in the birch to be patient with me as I learn to try and pay attention. And I think, over time, my ability to see has improved. A few years ago, during the night, I saw a black bear in my front yard. The next night, a raccoon in the same place. Decided that in the darkness, it had just become my small black cat, the darkness playing tricks on my eyes. But then there was the otter, crossing the road in broad daylight. Surely there was no mistaking that. And then the fisher, first hiding within the skirts of the cedars, then there, right out against the white of the snow. Couldn't be more obvious. Now I wonder if perhaps it's all the same creature, changing itself back and forth, now the hare, then the cedar, trying on new skins to see how they feel. So I hope, because nature is a magic that I don't yet understand, that maybe one day I can join this parade, change my skin, and then they will say, "A woman once stood by that gray house, but see, there now, it is only lichen and moss growing up along the birch trees."